Hello, my students. Today, inshallah, we are going to start with a new structure, the non-defining relative clauses. In Students Book, page number 63. So everyone, please go to Students Book, page number 63. So what is relative, or what are relative clauses? Look here, these are the relative clauses: who, which, that, where, when, and whose. Who. Usually we use who to define a person. So we use who for a person or people. Look here at this example, the man who is standing next to me. So here, who is a relative pronoun which defines the man. The man is a person. And here we have which for things. This is the mobile, and mobile is a thing which I bought. So which here define or refers to the mobile. That is or can be used either for people and things. So it could be used for the people and it could be used for the things. This is the boy that I met in Egypt, and here this is the computer that my father worked in. Where. Usually we use where to define a place or to talk when we talk about places. The house where I live. The house, it means the place where I live. And here we have when, it refers to time. Month, when I was born. Month, it is a time when I was born. And finally, we have here whose for possessive. Possessive means للملكية. The man whose shirt is blue. The man whose shirt is blue. Now here we are going to talk in more details about the non-defining relative clauses. So the first time we have discussed or learned about the defining relative clauses, which is the direct relative clauses. And here we are making here a comparative or a contrasting between the defining clauses and the non-defining clauses. So what are the non-defining clauses or relative clauses? We use non-defining relative clauses to present extra information, which is not very important. So to talk about extra information or additional informations, we add an information to the sentence. Look here, we have some differences between the defining clauses and the non-defining clauses. The first is important information. In the defining relative clauses usually contain important information. This is the car which I bought. And look here, the non-defining clauses, not important information. It is extra information or additional information. معلومة إضافية ومش كثير مهمة. This is the car which is blue I bought last month, which is blue. So which is blue, it's not very important or not essential information. Secondly, here we have no commas. In the defining or in the direct clauses, we have no commas. He is the man whose shirt is blue. He is the man whose shirt is blue. In the non-defining clauses, we sit with commas, two commas. Look, he is the man, comma, whose shirt is blue, comma, is my teacher. So we separate the clause from the rest of the sentence by two commas. Before the clause and after the clause. He is the man, comma, whose shirt is blue, comma, is my teacher. Finally, in the defining clauses, it can start with that. So we can use that in the defining relative clause. This is the question that I answered last day. But in the non-defining clauses, we can't use or we can't start with that. The clause can't be started with that. This is the question, which is very difficult. So here we use which instead of that. I answered last day. So we can say these questions without the clause. This is the question I answered last day, or this is the question which is very difficult. I answered last day. Here we have some more examples. Look here at the first examples. People whose cars are too expensive, like showing off. Archaeologists who study earth and rocks discovered a tree fossil. We can say this sentence without the clause. Archaeologists discovered a tree fossil. Archaeologists discover a tree fossil, and here we add information which archaeologists who study earth and rocks discovered a tree fossil. So it is additional information, معلومة إضافية. Look here at the third sentence. The Ice Age. Do you know the meaning of the Ice Age? We have discussed this vocabulary before in the previous lesson. في الدرس الماضي شرحنا شو يعني ال Ice Age. It is a period of time related when the earth was completely ice and glaciers. العصر الجليدي. Look here, the Ice Age, when there were glaciers and ice, many species died. We can say that in the Ice Age, many species died. So this is additional information, not very important one. Go now here to students book page number 63, exercise of grammar non-defining relative clauses. So here we are going to complete the sentences with the correct relative pronoun. The first sentence here, sudden disaster filled the atmosphere with smoke and dust. Smoke and dust. And here we have three options: who, which, whose. Look here, smoke and dust. So they are things. So in this case we use which. So sudden disasters fill the atmosphere with smoke and dust, which blacked out the sun, causing the climate to become cold and dark. Number two, several ice ages. We have here which, when, and who. Glaciers covers much of Earth's surface have taken place. So here we have which, when, who, and we talk about ice ages, which is a period of time. So here the correct option or alternative here is when. When. Question number three, geologists, and we know geologists are people who study the earth and rocks. So they are people. We have three options: which, whose, and who. Study Earth's formation and its rocks. So who are the archaeologists? Archaeologists who study Earth formation and its rock. Find out what happened in the past by looking at layers of rock. Number four. In the Antarctic, we know Antarctic, it is a place in the South Pole. It is a place in the South Pole of the Earth. So here we have who, which, or where plants and animals face a harsh cold environment. Archaeologists have found evidence that this area was once much warmer. So here, because Antarctic is a place, so we are going to use where. Five. Here number five, humans. It means people, who, whose, which. Activities. Look here, we have activities. It is a noun. And as you remember, we said that if the relative pronoun preceded by a noun, so we use whose, or followed by a noun, sorry. Humans whose activities, because activities is a noun, cause global warming, need to take action. So the correct answer, whose. Here I have an exercise to complete sentences with the correct relative pronouns from those relative pronouns: who, which, that, whose, where, and when. So try to choose the correct relative pronoun, and then secondly identify if the sentence is defining or non-defining. يعني بالعربي بدنا نحكي انه بدنا نكمل الجمل باستعمال relative pronouns اللي هم who, which, that, whose, where, and when. بعد ما نعبي الفراغ بواحد من هدول الكلمات بدنا نحدد الجملة إذا كانت defining or not defining. Defining. Look here, for example, the first sentence. طلع على المثال الأول. In 1986, when Halley asteroids اللي هو مذنب Halley. When Halley asteroids hit the Earth, there were a lot of damages. So we used here when because we talk about 1986. It is a year, it is a time. And the type of the sentence, نوع الجملة هون عندي, it is non-defining because look here, we have two commas عندنا فاصلتين and we have additional information. عندنا معلومة إضافية. Now I want you to do the rest of the sentences. بدي يا شباب تسووا لنا باقي الجمل بنفس الطريقة، وحاولوا تبعتوا لنا إياهم على الجروب. الله يعطيكم العافية. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll meet you so soon.